Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked Godwin up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing here, Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 41. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That went up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to set the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete.
chasing 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. The kick by Bass is good. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And Howell will throw it. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But you look at this defense. They interplay here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play. They're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Allen to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bounding him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howe. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. An option pitch we saw. We don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added a third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To the air, Allen. Steps away to his left. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take him, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Off-play action. It's Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
At the 14-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Allen going to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The kick by Bass is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
That's good for Washington.
On first down, Howell. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Howell down to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Howell from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's second and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 64 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Howell going to go for it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Caught right side, Davis. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Howell. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Right side, and he finds Gray. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They pitch it out to Cook. He'll get this to about the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Washington on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with 3rd and about 3 to go. The trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing, Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Allen. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. To throw is Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Allen. That's caught by Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a victory here for the Commanders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why those three